Hello, this is Mandy with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class is Nurture Your Database with Email Campaigns. So I'm going to show you actually how to do an email campaign in your Command account from start to finish, and also help answer any questions our live audience might have here today. If you have any questions and you're actually watching this back on recording, you can reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com and we'll be happy to help you. All right, so as you can see on your screen, we are at the command login screen. So we're going to go ahead and sign in. While that's working, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what is an email campaign. So if you're not super familiar with that just yet, this is like a mass email or an email blast, you may hear it called, that you would send out to a specific list of contacts in your sphere. Okay, so you're sending the same email out to multiple contacts. Um, for this, you can actually use KW templates that are available within your command. You can create a custom email template yourself, or you can even import them from an outside source like Canva or another platform that you may have created some content or a marketing piece with. You can also schedule these things, the email campaigns, you can schedule them up to 12 months ahead of time. So you can actually leverage your command and your business here big time. Um, Definitely want to make sure you also know that this is in your campaigns tab where we'll primarily be today. This is the little megaphone or bullhorn on the left-hand side of your command screen. If you're not familiar with the icons, you can always click the red KW or the red square at the top, and it will show you the names to your tabs. These are also referred to as applets. But campaigns is right here where your email campaigns will be out of. Do know that this is different than smart plans. While yes, you can send mass emails out through your smart plans as well, think of smart plans as your long play. Think of that as more than just your emails. That is going to be like texting or creating tasks reminders for yourself, things of that matter that are beyond even just an email. And it's also a repeating or continuous plan. That's why it's called a smart plan. If you just want to do a one email and done, kind of one and done thing, one email blast, and you're not going to be sending it out again, think of like an event or a new listing, something like that. Email campaigns is where it's at. All right. So today we're going to go over some prep work that you want to do before jumping into your email campaigns. Going to show you how to create that email content, that marketing piece that you can put within your command email campaign. You can do that all right here within your designs in command. And then third thing is I'm going to show you how to create an email list. This is a list that contains the contents, or excuse me, the contacts that you're going to send your email campaign out to. And then also, lastly, how to create that email campaign. I'm going to walk you step by step through how to get that launched. All right. So let's jump into your settings first, into that prep work that I mentioned. You just want to make sure that all your branding is set up correctly before we jump in and start sending anything out from your command. So first step, let's look at where your name is in the top right-hand corner. Give that a click and choose settings from the drop-down menu. This will bring you to your command applications page, also termed your command settings page as well. And there's a couple of things back here to consider to make sure that everything is just as you would like it to be before creating marketing in command. First thing, let's go over here to the left under connect settings and choose your marketing profile. This is kind of like the data bank of your information that will appear on all of your marketing. Make sure this is toggled on. You want it to brand out to your marketing within command, so make sure that's toggled on. Now, we do have a video that shows you how to fill out your marketing profile in complete detail on our YouTube channel. I'm not going to go over this in detail today. I want to hit some highlights though that will be pertinent and the things that can kind of be a little quirky. So let's go over your headshot. You can see we have a logo, and that's fine if you want to use a logo there as well if you don't have a headshot ready or not. But the thing to know about this particular headshot is it does need to be in a square format to really display correctly. If you're seeing any kind of distortion on your headshot and in any of your marketing, it may be that the sizing is off. So we recommend resizing this to 360 by 360 pixels into a square format or as close as you can to get it there before uploading your headshot into your marketing profile. Otherwise, it can look a little elongated or wonky. And so your team logo, now this will appear on some of your marketing, especially in designs and the email templates that I'm going to go through with you today. Your team logo will display in the footer. If you do not have a team logo, maybe you have a personal brand logo that you would like to use here, or we recommend just grabbing a generic KW logo to put here as a placeholder. The reason being is because since this will display on the marketing piece, whether you have one uploaded or not, if you don't have one uploaded, it will show as a broken image on some of your marketing pieces. So just a heads up to go ahead and get that thrown in there. If you need any help or need a generic KW logo, we can help you find one of those or put one in for you. So just let us know. Coming on down to your details, definitely want your name to display correctly, right? And so we recommend checking this on here on your marketing profile. Your agent license number is pretty important as well, not just for compliance purposes, but again, there are some templates within your designs tab that I'll show you today that actually pull your license number in. And if there's no license number within this field on your marketing profile, it actually can throw an error or reflect incorrectly on that template. So definitely have your license number in place. We're going to skip down a few fields. These are pretty self-explanatory. Great question in the chat says, would that be our SLM license number? Just trying to clarify, this is actually going to be your real estate license number. So whatever is on your real estate license, and if you ever need to check that, you can always come up here to your name and choose My Profile. And within that first page on your My Profile down at the bottom, it will show your state license number. Okay, so you can go grab it from right there. All right, coming down a few fields. Down here to where your email is, you definitely want to make sure that your email is displaying correctly on your marketing. So we're just highlighting that for you, but also your website. Pro tip, www is not compatible or necessary when trying to look at a KW agent website. So we come in a lot of times and we'll actually see www before a KW agent site. If it is like that right here, once it is on a marketing piece, let's say your consumer is looking at your email on their mobile device, well, they won't be able to click this and go to your website on the marketing piece because the link won't work. So definitely recommend having that HTTPS forward slash before your agent website. And if you ever have any questions about that or don't remember it, you can always simply go to another tab. And if you know your website domain, you can go ahead and just type that in. Once it goes to your page, you can always just put your cursor right here in the web address bar, right click and copy. Even though you don't see the HTTPS, when you come back to your marketing profile, you can just right click and paste, and it will include what you need right before it. Okay. That's also another great way to make sure you're capturing the exact website domain and you're not making any typos on it. So definitely double check it in that extra tab. Okay. All right. Next thing, Market Center logo. Now, this is more than likely already on your marketing profile, especially if you've been set up with us here at SLM. We put this on here for you. However, I just want to let you know this one will actually resize itself. So as you can see in the picture, it looks a little off centered. We got some letters being cut off on the edges. It's okay. On the marketing pieces, for some reason, this one logo will adjust itself and appear correctly. So no worries if you see this a little sideways. And Down at the bottom, you will have your compliance links. Again, if these are required, 9 out of 10 times, we've already added these here for you at SLM. But if you have anything additional that you need to add for compliance for your local area, for your brokerage or your board, you can always include it here in this area. And last but not least, your social links. If you have public links to your social profiles, you can put them here. They will be clickable, not only on your KW Agent website, but also on some of your marketing as well, depending what you're sending out. We definitely, just like we recommended with the website URL, to put it in that extra tab and make sure that it's going to the website that you want it to. Definitely recommend doing that with these as well. Go ahead, copy, paste them into another tab. Make sure they are going to a public view of your social profiles and they're not actually requiring a consumer to log into a platform to be able to see your page or your profile. Okay. If you make any changes to your marketing profile, go ahead and click save at the bottom. This was our first step in checking all of this to make sure it's right. That prep work, that pre-work that we want to make sure is done before jumping into our email campaign. Let's do one more. Up here, your name again, and you can click settings. Remember, this brought us to our application/settings page. Once you are here, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and look at command email. Now, what command email is, this is the emails that your command system actually uses to send out your email campaigns. We want to make sure that the settings are correct before you do that. So come over right here to manage. First thing you're going to see is your monthly usage. You actually get 5,000 free sends of your command email a month. And this is actually showing you how many you have actually used within that month and the percentage of usage. If you're working with a larger database, or maybe you just find out these are super successful for you and bringing in a good return on your business, so you're starting to use them to a high level, you can always come in here and click on Manage Subscription and increase your subscription to higher than 5,000 cents a month. Just know this requires a paid monthly subscription. There is a monthly fee associated with this. Your first 5,000 cents costs you nothing. It's included in your command. But if you want to increase and do the managed subscription, once you do that, you can come in here, view their plans, and then you'll sign up for that monthly subscription if you would like to, if your business needs it, right? So just know that option is there. Second important thing that is back here is your email configuration. Now, when an email campaign goes out from your command, it will actually go out from an email address. Let me grab one so that you can see this. 2 seconds here. There we go. Going to drag this over so you can see. When you actually send an email campaign out, it will go out from agent, lots of numbers, at mailer.kw.com. What you can control is the name that it shows that it came from, and also when your consumer replies to this email, you can control the email inbox that reply goes to. So, minimizing that and bringing you back here to your email configuration within command, you can adjust the name that it goes out from. Let's say you have a team name or you just have a particular way you want your name to be displayed. You would adjust that right here. In the reply to email, this is where those consumer replies will go if they ever reply back to one of your email campaigns. You will want to adjust this. You can choose one of the emails that are already associated with your KW account, or you can even come down here and use the pencil to write in a custom email if you want it to be completely different. Okay. Once that is how you would like it to be, you would just click Save Changes at the bottom and we'll X out that screen. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. So that is our prep work. You just want to make sure these settings are correct so that when you go to send out your email campaign, everything that is pertaining to you and your branding is squared away. Okay. Now, let's get to creating that content, that marketing piece. You can do all of that right here within your command account. Over on the left, I'm going to click the red square so you can see the name. It's in your Designs tab. Right here, looks like a little paintbrush on a piece of paper. We'll go ahead and click that and jump into Designs. We do have other videos and quick tip videos that show you how to do special things here within your Designs tab, including creating other types of marketing pieces. For today, I want to go ahead and click Create Design on the top right and click Email. If we create any other kind of email, or excuse me, template in Designs, it will not be compatible with an email campaign. If it's an email campaign, it needs to be an email design. Okay. I'm actually going to bounce 1 second. I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to right click and open a second command in another tab really quick. I'm going to reference that in just a minute. So I'll come back over and show you how to do that. So here in Designs, again, right-hand corner, click Create Design and choose Email and choose Next. What this opens for you are your KW templates. And so these are already pre-made templates that you can come in here, choose from the layouts. There's tons of them. There's up to 73 in here. You can choose them and edit them. I'll show you that at the end of class, how to use one of these pre-made templates and how you can adjust them. But first, I actually want to show you how to create one from complete scratch. I want you to know all the basics, all the building blocks. So we'll actually go up here to the top right and click Create New. And this is what it looks like when you're creating from scratch within Designs when you're doing an email template. Let's go ahead at the top left-hand corner and first name your design. This is an internal name, so it's just for your reference. Today's date, you can click off anywhere and that will save your name at the top. Let me give you some general navigation here in case you're not super familiar with it. At the top left, this is showing you the different views of your design. So once we create our design, you can see how it's going to look on a desktop, how it will more than likely appear on a tablet, and then how it will look on a mobile device. So you can view that as you're building your template. We'll go back to desktop view. To the right, you will see that this is showing you your content components over here on the right. So if I were to unclick that, God bless it. So today you're going to see tech in real time, guys. Sometimes things don't work when we're trying to show them to you, but if you unclick your components right here, they typically go away on the right-hand side. Next is going to be a little eyeball. It gives you a little preview. So you can click that and it will bring you into preview mode for your campaign template, your email campaign template. Right now, since we don't have any building blocks, it's not showing you anything, so we'll click out. And then you have your undo and your redo buttons if you ever need them. To the right, I just referenced this. This is your content. These are your components that we are going to build our template from, and I'm going to go through each one with you and show you how to do that. And then at the top, you'll see some options right here. Now, from these options, we can jump into that preview, just like that eyeball gave us right there. Same preview option right here. You also have an option to send a test email. Highly recommend doing this every single time you're creating a design. That way you'll be able to see how that email will appear in your inbox. I'll show you the differences between the test email and the actual email campaign that goes out towards the end of class. And then download this template. If you want a backup copy of it for some reason, you can always click to download it there if you would like to. And then self-explanatory, you have your save button at the top and your X so that you can exit this editor if you choose to. Let's jump into the components. We've already named it, which is step numero uno, right? And so then let's go ahead and we usually begin with our header and our footer just to make it simple. So you can put your cursor over the legal header and drag and drop. Notice the green ribbon lets you know where you are fixing to place that component. Release it with your mouse and then come back over for your legal footer and drag and drop. Again, notice green banner if it's above, or below lets you know where you're going to place that. Now, see all the broken images, and you can obviously see the merge fields and none of your data is showing? That's okay. It's meant to be this way. If we come back up to our eyeball and click the preview, now you can see how it will display, okay? So notice it pulls in all that information from our marketing profile that we just previewed along with our logos. Remember I said the team logo will show. If we did not have that red KW in place, we would be showing a broken image right here, right now. Also, we do get a lot of comments about the address being duplicated. You'll see the same address on the left as you do on the right. At this time, it's meant to be more of like your market center's on the left, your team office is on the right. So even though it is duplicated here, at this time, there's not a current way to adjust that. Okay. Just wanted to help explain that in case you got questions. We'll go ahead and X out of our preview view and go back to our editor so we can build some more on this template. So next component, let's go ahead and grab a text box and I'll show you how to use that. I'll drop it right here in between. Notice you have a pencil and a trash can. Trash can, obviously we're going to delete this text box, but the pencil will open an editor to your right where you can adjust what you want your text to be here. And so this can be anything. You could say hello and actually use your merge fields right here on the top right to add in contact information. You can see the first merge fields are oriented around you, the agent, like agent first name, agent YouTube, things like that. But if you come down a little bit further, you get some contact merge fields. This will pull the contact information directly from your command database and enter the information here within your template. So we can do contact first name and highlight that. Let's see if it'll work today. Highlight that. There we go. And we can bump up the size, maybe even make it even bigger. And so we'll add that in. Add some text. You do see you have some general editing functions here where you can adjust the font, boldness, underline, the font that you're using, the size. You can also add in hyperlinks if you would like. There's a hyperlink option right here and some alignment and list options if you would like. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to, again, guys, welcome to tech. Designs has been having a little bit of a rough week. We're not sure what kind of updates are coming that they're building out through this, but um, we've been having some glitches with the designs area. So hang in there with me. Just might have to repeat a couple of things as I'm showing it to you today. So let me go ahead and input this again. I'm just going to make it bigger so you can see it on the screen better. I'm going to center it and then we'll go ahead and click done and call it a day on that. So just make sure you hit that done button at the top and you'll notice those updates are done in real time over here on the left so that you can see your preview, okay? So we put in hello and then our merge field for contact first name. Notice again, it's not pulling that information just yet. When we go in to preview, I can come up here to the top, actually search through contacts that we have in our command database and choose one. And now it will show me a preview of what it would look like if it actually pulled that contact's information. So notice now this person's first name is showing right there for hello. All right, go ahead and hit X. So that is if you want to see a preview and make sure that that merge field is working correctly, you can do that. Next, that's our text box. So let's go ahead and grab our image, drag and drop. There's three different options here. What you're seeing it open first are my images. These are images you have used in any previous design that you've created. You can choose an image from here if you would like, or you can come right here to listing images and search through all listings or your listings to pull listings, or excuse me, photos directly from that listing. We'll come in here. You can search by address, MLS number, or KWLS ID. MLS number tends to be a little more accurate. So we'll just grab an MLS number here Give me 2 shakes to put this in. Put our MLS number here and click search. And it should bring up, you'll start seeing all of the listings populate that have that MLS number. And you can just click view and it will show you all of the photos for this particular listing. And you can choose one of those to put in your email template. So we'll just grab the main house photo here and click save and bring it on in. Now I'm going to go back to the image. I can do that by clicking pencil to edit. And right here, I can choose different editing options for this image that I pulled in. Right after the listing where we just were, and I said those 3 tabs, and it showed you all the images that you had pulled from all the other designs that you've done. And then I showed you the listings tab where you can pull a photo from the listing. The third option there that I didn't show you was where you can pull it from your own device. So you can pull it off of your own computer or device that you're working on as well. Okay. So we just chose to grab a listing photo in this. You can replace this image if you would like. You have an option for alternate text. Now, if for some reason the image does not load in one of your contacts' emails, then they would see this alternate text. So you can enter something here. You could say house photo, whatever it is that would indicate to them, like, hey, this is an image that did not populate correctly. So you can enter alternate text if you would like. You can also make this whole photo a clickable link. You can make it go to one of your landing pages. And if you choose this, you'll notice on the right-hand side that all the landing pages and website pages that you have associated with your command account populate here. You can choose from any of these, like my blog page, or you can use it as a merge tag and choose from merge tags that are over here as well to populate their name. Now, even though it links to that, um, again, probably not your best option for a photo, even though that is an option right here. So your landing page or your web address makes the most sense for a photo. So even though merge tag is here, recommend choosing a landing page or a web address. If you want it to go to a web address, you can enter any web URL here that you would like. So I'm just going to come over here. We've got our YouTube channel, and I'm just going to grab that URL really quick and go ahead and drop it in to that web address link. So now, once we save by clicking done, you will see this photo be clickable to go right to that address. Next, you can choose the size. I just want to point this out, guys, because if your photo is too large, it will cause it not to display correctly when you are in the email campaign or when they're viewing it in their inbox. It can make your images error out or actually not display at all. So there is a min and a max. The max is 750 pixels is probably the most that you want to get. If you try to enter something larger than that, it will give you an error and actually say that the recipient would have to scroll to see the whole image or load very slowly. We've actually seen it not display at all. So just recommend keeping that within 750. Okay. Then here for border radius or positioning, you can adjust those as well if you would like. We'll go ahead and click done. And now that's how you would edit an image within your email campaign template or email design template. Next, let's grab our button. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Grab our button and drop it. This again is just a clickable link you can add into your email template. Again, trash can or pencil. Click the pencil and you can edit. Um, we'll say free templates here. This can be anything you would like. We'll go ahead and put our button text there. You can also choose this to link to either a landing page or a web address. Just like you saw, you can choose different landing pages. Bless it. Again, this should populate your landing pages. Just as you saw with me editing the last component, this should drop down and show you your different landing pages that you have, or you can choose web address again and come in here and put in a web address that you would like this particular button to go to. Since these are our free templates, I'm going to grab our link for the free templates on our scottleroymarketing.com website that we have. Let me just drop that in the chat for you guys too. That way you'll have it. Those are some free templates that are available to you. If you're prompted for a password, it will be your Market Center number. And then here for your width and height, to change the size of this, you can adjust it if you want. Font family, you get to choose that as well. Position, center, left, or right. You can even do a different color. I actually like the little eyedropper option right here. You can come over to the photo that you have and actually choose one of the photos or the colors within that photo to click on to make your button match your photo. So we just did the eyedropper and grab that color. You can choose if you want it square button or rounded. We'll choose rounded. And once you've changed the settings that you would like to, you can come up here and click done and see that updated here on the left-hand side. So now we have free templates here. You can click that button, or the consumer would click that button and be redirected to the website address that you linked it to. That's our button component. We've already used our legal header and legal footer, so let's grab a listing block, drag and drop it over. Now notice that when I click on this, even though I have a pencil, it doesn't matter where I'm clicking on that text. Notice how I can't really click on address line or the bed and bath. It's because it's made to pull directly from the MLS. Okay, so let's click our pencil and come over here to the right hand side, and we can select a listing. It's going to look very similar to what we saw before. Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab that MLS number again, just a moment. There we go, and search. We can grab our same listing. It doesn't have to be the same listing. You can grab any listing. And you want to pick the image that's actually going to show here, so we can actually pick a different one if we want. Choose this and click select. And that puts our photo up here as well. Notice it filled in all the information below. It pulled in the listing address for us, the stats that are right here, price, beds, bath, square footage, and we can also make this linkable as well. Maybe we have a landing page that's dedicated just to this listing, or a different web address that we would like to use. You can choose down here whatever you would like that to be, just like you've seen on the other ones. So we'll just grab one of our landing pages and click done at the top, and you will see this update in real time. So you have your photo to the left. Again, can't change the way this information actually displays. You can change what's entered, like the actual numbers and letters, but the address will appear here with the price and the stats at the bottom. And that is your listing block. You can actually add in multiple of these, especially if you want to send listings from a particular area or for that week, like we labeled this one at the top, show what's going on in your neighborhood at this time. So you can add in more if you would like. For today, I'm just going to demonstrate that one. I'm just clicking the trash can now to delete those extra components. Let's grab our event block. Drag and drop just like you do your other components. Again, notice here that I have some different things that I can come in here and edit and click the pencil for, but as a whole, I just have a trash can at the top. So I'd need to click on each one here. We have an image. We'll click pencil. I can go ahead and add an image here. Notice these are the same three options you had with your image component before: My Images, Listing Images, or Add Images, which pulls from your device. We'll go ahead and do this one to show you it now. I'll just grab one that I have already and click Open. Make sure to click on the image that comes up at the bottom. Then your Replace option or button will be live and clickable. It's brought in that image for us. Again, you can fill in your alternate text if you'd like. You can choose to link it to something if you would like. You can change the width and the height, and you can also change that border radius and your positioning, okay? Once you're done with the same options you had on an image component before, just click done, and it updated. For agent text, this is just a simple text box. You can click your pencil. You've seen how to adjust this before if you would like. go ahead and click done. For event title, same thing. It's just like a normal text box. Click the pencil, make the changes that you would like to make. Maybe we want the header to be in bigger letters and in red. We can also center that as well if we would like and click done. Same here, another text box. Just adjust it as you would like to adjust it. Okay, click done when you're done. And then you have a button right here within your event block. This is great. Think about if you're having an RSVP to an event, you can always like do a Google form or something like that, or use one of your contact me forms on your KW agent site, something like that, that they would be able to click here and either find out more information about the event or RSVP. So we'll click view details and click our pencil. Change our text. Remember to choose where you want it to link to. Pretend the landing page is displayed again, and choose web address to put in an address if you want it to go straight to an address. We'll just throw one in here to have it done. You can adjust the width and the height again, make it a little bit bigger. Remember to choose your font, the positioning. You can do that color again. Maybe instead of the red, you actually want to use your eyedropper and grab some of the blue that is in your image. You can do that. I always like the rounded ones because it just looks a little better and cleaner, and you can hit done. Now your button is ready. That is your event block. So you can build this out like you would like, with the text boxes that were included in that, the image, and the button. That's all within your event block component. Let's go to video next. Your video would have to be hosted on something like YouTube. Okay, so you can't just pull a video from your device. Once we dropped our video component, you would click pencil. You can enter your video URL here. I'm just going to go grab one of ours off of YouTube and drop that URL there. For the photo, this is what it would show right here. It literally would show a gray box if you don't choose a photo to be on top of that video. So go ahead and click replace. It will, come on, there we go. It will bring up the same options for replacing an image that you've seen previously. So my images, listing images, or add from your device. You will just go ahead and add one that we've already used in a different design. We'll just pretend this is it and hit replace. And you can add your alternate text if you would like. Just click done when you're done. And now it will appear like this. You'll have that image over it, but it is a hyperlink. Notice my cursor goes to a hand as soon as I slide over it. That means there is a hyperlink there that would take them to that YouTube video if they were to click on it. Okay. And last but not least, Market Snap. Drag and drop it over. Here for the Market Snap, notice that you have a title, an image that will be a map for an area, and also stats, active statistics for a different area or for that area, and sold statistics. So let's click on pencil. These are the two things that you can adjust here. The image, the map, and the stats will actually pull directly from another source, so you do not have to worry about entering that. You would just come in and adjust the header if you would like. And choose a postal code that you would like to enter here. So we'll just enter one, and then it will let you choose from the different neighborhoods within that zip code. So we'll just pick one. Now, once we click done, this will auto-populate over here. If by chance, like, see, there's no sold stats for this particular area. It's a little rural. So, or country. I don't know if y'all can understand with my accent, rural or country. There we go. And so this is sold statistics, and it's all showing NA. That's unfortunate, but sometimes there's just not enough market data there that's available for the recent time period, and so you won't see stats show. So if that is the case, you can always click your pencil again and come in here and just grab a different neighborhood. Click done, And then see, now this one is actually pulling stats and they're showing all the information filled out here. So again, sometimes you got to work with it depending on the area that you're pulling. It may or may not pull information. That is a market snap that you can include in your email template. Now, we've gone through all of our components on the right-hand side. Let's go ahead and go up to options and preview, see what it's going to look like. Remember, we can come up here and choose a contact as well so that we can see our merge field actually work. There it goes. And now we can view our email design. We have all of our components there and including our footer. Looks good, right? So now let's X out of preview and let's send ourselves that test email. Highly, highly recommend always doing this. Enter the email you want to send it to and click test email. Email sent successfully. It's pretty immediate. Let me go refresh my inbox right here. And as that's coming into my inbox, it's already there, but let me go ahead and show you on your screen where you're going to go from here. Click save to save this email template. You get the banner it's saved, click X to get out of it, click save again. Now you're done creating your content. So the next step after creating your content is we're actually going to go over the campaigns tab and create your email list and your campaign. Remember, campaigns is the little bullhorn over here on the left. So we'll click campaigns. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let's pull up that email so I can show you what it actually looked like when we sent our test to ourselves here. You can see that it does tell you it's your test email when it comes into your inbox. It does send it from that mailer.kw.com, like we said. And don't panic on the test when it doesn't show the contact name. It's not pulling a contact. Remember, this is simply showing you the preview version. So you won't see your merge fields added in just yet, but you should see everything else display. Your links should work. See how these are still hyperlinked. You should still be able to use those in a test email. So you can scroll through here, your video will work. And then down at the bottom, even though you do not see an unsubscribe button, the unsubscribe button will show on the actual email campaign that goes out. Okay. So even though it's not in the test email, it will show on the actual email campaign. I wanted to make sure I went over those differences with you, and that's what they are. You won't see the unsubscribe on the test email, and you will not see your merge fields filled in on the test, but they will on your email campaign when it finally goes out. Okay, so we're just going to minimize this and drag it on back over, get that out of the way for a minute. And we'll go back over here to your campaigns tab. Remember, we clicked on the bullhorn on the left. Now it's time for our last two pieces. We're going to create our email list that we're going to send our campaign to, and then we're going to actually create the campaign itself. So up here at the top, see your emails tab? Click that. This is where your information lives about your email campaigns. Notice you have some stats up at the top. You can even view lifetime stats. You may see a peach banner showing that you have how many sends left for your campaign email. And you can upgrade your account if you need to, if you're getting close. You can also see your campaigns that you've already previously sent. You can even filter through them if you just want to see the ones that were actually sent out. You can click mailed, archived, all, you choose. Over on the right, you can see that you can actually sort them by the goal that you were doing, whether you were trying to send out a campaign for brand awareness or maybe to attract buyers. Whatever it was you were trying to look for, you can filter these by your goals. And then also your all channels added. It will show you command email and MailChimp too. You do have both those options here in email campaign. For today's purposes, I'm showing you how to do it through command email. And then you see your email list over here on the far right. We're going to jump in this now so that we can actually create that contact list to add to our email campaign. Yes, you can do this while you're creating the campaign. However, to avoid errors, it's usually best to create this component prior to creating your campaign. I have a question in the chat asking if the design we just created, the email design that we just created, if it can be used in a smart plan. It absolutely can. You can use an email design template within smart plans and within email campaigns. Great question. So here we are for our email lists. You can see, you're welcome. You can see all the different email lists you have created before, how many contacts are on them, and you can edit them by clicking on the pencil and delete by clicking on the trash. Let's go ahead and choose Create List. You would name it. And then here you can actually search for your contacts by name or by email if you want to do it one at a time, and you can select all. See, they're all listed here. But going by tags is a lot easier. So we'll just choose tags, and you can scroll down and find the different tags. You can apply multiple ones if you would like, but you can just scroll through and choose from your different tags that you already have organized your contacts in. There's the one I'm looking for. And you can click off the tags list, and we have our contact here. So I can select that contact and hit confirm. Now, if your contact does not have a primary email address on file, they will not receive this email campaign, and you will receive an error right there, usually in red text, showing you that, hey, this person does not have a primary email address. Okay. So now that we've created our list, we can see it listed here with our one contact on it. Let's go ahead and jump in and create our campaign. We'll click Create Campaign in top right, choose Email Campaign, and you would name your campaign. You would choose your goal. What's your point of actually sending out this email campaign? You can choose anything you like. And then you can choose where will your campaign run? You can choose Command Email or MailChimp. We're doing Command Email today, and click Create Campaign. On the left-hand side of your screen is the fields that you will edit. And on your right, you'll see a preview of what your email campaign will look like. You can always change your campaign goal if you decide to change it right here. You can also change your campaign name if you want to change it right here. Now you choose the account that it's under. We already have that preset. Notice that is not editable. And then also send to. This is the recipient list that you want this email campaign to go to. We've already created an email list, so we can come right here from a drop down and choose the email list we just created. If by chance you haven't, you can always create a list here, but again, save yourself some trouble, create it ahead of time. If you need to for some reason to edit this list, you can always click edit. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Next, you can send from. Remember, this is your command mail settings that we set up again at the beginning. Show your name and your reply to email. Excuse me, guys. And so if you need to adjust that, you can always hit edit here, and it would take you to those settings we looked at the beginning. But again, saving yourself some time. And the subject of your email right here. You can enter whatever you would like. Definitely helps if you can spell. And then down here at the bottom, number 6, you're choosing your content. Remember, we just created our content. This is where you would select it. So click Select a Design. Pardon me, just a second. Woo, I'm okay.
Sorry, guys. You ever get a frog in your throat? This is the worst time. Okay, let's push through. All right, so we just clicked on design to see our content that we just created. And what you're seeing come up here are your email templates that you have already saved within your designs tab. We can see ours right here. And so you can go ahead and check this here or just select it by clicking on it. Notice it brought us back to our editor. If you need to make any changes, you can, but we saved ourselves time on the front end by going ahead and creating this email template. So we're good to go. We can go ahead and click save just for good measure and the X at the top right. It will ask you to save again. Go ahead and click save changes. And it brought us back into our campaign. Notice now we can see our email over here on the far right. It's showing us our email preview. You do have some actions available as well. Thank you for powering through with me, guys. I appreciate it. And my voice will hold out through the rest of this class. um, so under actions, you can do preview email or send test email. We highly recommend send yourself a test email if you have not already. If you did within the designs, you're ahead of schedule. You should be good to go. It will appear exactly the same as you did when you sent the test email through your designs. Okay. So now that we have that, we filled out all our fields on the left. We like our preview. We've checked it out. Now let's look at your options at the top right. You can save this as a draft. If for some reason you're not ready to send it or you're not ready to schedule it, you can go ahead and click Save Draft. Or you can schedule this to go out ahead of time. Notice that here it actually does tell you schedule your campaigns 2 hours from now or up to 12 months from now. Okay. Within those 12 months, if you need to go back and make edits, you can do that. As long as it's not within 2 hours of the email campaign going out. Okay. It just needs some processing time. So go ahead and click on the calendar and you can choose the date you would like it to go out, even the time. So you can set this here, make the changes as you would like to. Okay. For today, I'm just going to just choose a future date and you can choose schedule date and time if you would like, and then hit schedule. We're actually going to send this one out live, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hit X, but if you did schedule it, make sure you click schedule before getting out. And then you have your send option at the top. That means you want to send it out right now. Let's go, right? So we can go ahead and hit send. It shows you a preview one more time, tells you what it's named, and says send out now. So we'll do that. It gives us the green banner of success at the top. Now we can see our email campaign listed right here in our overview, and we see that it's processing. Now you may see it processing up to 24 hours, guys. Okay. But once it is done and it's sent out, you'll get a notification saying that it was sent out. It may also tell you in your notifications as well. Oh, good. We have an example right here. It's saying it's already done. We only had one person on it, even though it's still showing processing. But you can see right here, it's been sent out. You can review the details in your campaign details. It gives you a hyperlink. It's going to bring you right to where I'm fixing to take you anyway. So I'm going to click X on the notifications. You can always come right here and click on this campaign and it will bring you into your stats. These are where you can see your metrics for this particular campaign. Again, guys, while it's showing processing though, you may not see the full result here. Okay. So since ours did have one little person and we've already gotten a notification, we can rest assured it is done, even though it says processing, but we can see sent and it says our one little guy got sent to right here. It did go out. Down here, you can see delivered, opened, clicked, unsubscribed, not sent, and not opened. Something you want to keep an eye on for your not sent. Here, if you do have someone that it was unsent to, you do have reasons listed here. Okay. You will also have options to the far right to remove that person from the contact list if you would like. You can see it here by our little guy. We could add tags to him or look at the contact details, which means it would open it in our command database. But under the not sent tab, when we have those three dots to the right, it will actually give you an option to remove that contact from the contact list if you need to. Okay. If you don't want to send it to them again. So we'll come back out. And that is it, guys. That's how you would track your metrics for your campaign. There is one thing, I've got 1 minute left. I'm going to show you. Remember when I opened that extra tab for campaigns, or excuse me, for designs? I'm going to go up there now. I want to show you, you can pull images out of your social templates that are here within your designs to use on an email template. So I just want to show you where all these goodies are so that you know where they are. So all I'm doing right now, I'm in command, I'm in my designs tab on the left, and I'm going to go to the right and create design and click social and next. This will bring you back to where you would create social and print pieces. It's going to look different than what we saw for our email templates. And there are so many KW templates back here that I want to show you where they are so that you know you can come in, you can edit these, and you can download them as a PNG image and then add them back in as an image. Every single place that you saw us edit that image on our email template, you can use one of these templates in here as an image. So you could come back here. Let's see, where's my favorite one? I like lead generation when you can come in here and actually look at these for like client love and I love KW. They just have some really cute things in here. They also have holiday right here on the left. We're in May. So you can come in here and grab a Mother's Day image or where's my Memorial Day? There they are. And so as you scroll down, it'll keep populating Cinco de Mayo as well. So you can click these and use them, excuse me, use them and edit them. And I'm not going to show you how to edit them. We do have videos on how to edit a social piece. But I do want to show you where you would download it to save it as an image. Right here, the download button at the top right. Once you make all the changes that you want to make, you can click download, change it to a PNG, and download it. Download it onto your device. And that way, when you're in those email templates and you're trying to edit an image, you can use one of these great graphics back here. Okay. So just wanted you to know where all those goodies are hiding. I'll go back home so you can see them. Again, that was after we clicked on create social piece. It brings us to this page. And guys, it does take a while because there's so much content on this page. It does take a while to load. But right here at the top, templates, and you can view all these templates. Okay. All right, guys, that's the end of class. Thank you for being here today. That is awesome. Again, my name is Mandy. I'm with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class was nurturing your database using email campaigns. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching.